title is for Minecraft. So here's a building, I guess is what I'm gonna put, but I'm not too sure. So beyond the melon farm, we also have the underground portion of the building, which is basically me living in the basement of where we started. So this is my to welcome to a server that I either love or I hate, because honestly I barely play on the server actually. To be honest, as you can see the chords, and since it's like a invite only basis, it doesn't really matter. If you know where I live, you know where I live in this freaking world. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a tour of what I've been working on in this realm. You can see what it is. It's Pigeon's world. A guy named Pigeon, yeah. So we have the cocoa beans here. We have chests with random things and cocoa beans. Okay, yeah. So this is the farm. Yeah, it's a melon farm. You were probably expecting something much along the lines of seeds, but yeah. So last time I was on here, I was building my house, and then most recently I was trying to work on like a castle. Yeah, so I only started working on I thought I heard a creeper for a minute. So, I was working on these walls, and there were a lot of creepers in the hills, and then I forgot that someone was building a castle up there. So that would probably be very impressive if you know what I mean. So, this house right here is the mansion. If you hear dogs barking in the background, please ignore that. Anyways, so this house is, I tried to do it like a Tony Stark type of house where it's a mansion off on the water, but like a lot, basically in this server, if you're not on it for a while, like let's say half a year, they'll delete your base or set it on fire. So there's a certain term limits of when I'm busy making other videos. I don't typically make this kind of video. Yeah, and there's also mods in this that can make you a bunch of different stuff, and you can also teleport. It's like there's a lot of stuff that's been added, and we have the melon farm still there. Yep, a lot of melons. Almost like my melons. So we have chests here. These aren't really that important. I used to store stuff up here so I could trade with that thing, which kind of looks like a goblin trader. Well, it says goblin trader. Better on Bedrock. Yeah, we're on Bedrock right now. I'm sorry, I'm train talking. Anyways, so this is the base. The glass. I set this glass up to make it look more dimensionally sound. I don't know how you're gonna look at this video and be like, should I like this video? Maybe? Okay, I'm just trying to run through it as fast as possible so you don't have to stare at the screen and lick the screen asking why I'm just talking about a building that you could just stare at. Yeah, so we have bamboo. Yeah, I like bamboo once in a while. I cut it down for resources. We have this road that I was starting to work on, but I kind of just like, to be honest, I don't really care. yeah. I'll show you the outside of the base from the water. I'll just dip into here real quick. You can see it, yeah. So it's very ugly. I want to say I'm not going to do any building in this video. I'm just showing you a grand tour of this place. The title is probably going to be like, I don't really care what this title is for Minecraft. So here's a building, I guess is what I'm going to put, but I'm not too sure. So beyond the melon farm, we also have the underground portion of the building, which is basically me living in the basement of, where we started. So this is my room. You know what's up. It's pretty simple. Yeah. I built this house as like a temporary thing inside, well, the room. It's going to make a lot more sense as we go through the catacombs of this sort of area. So I was making stone brick, and what I would do is use this stone brick. Well, that's obvious, yeah. They took all my coal, I think, or maybe I used it all. Either or happens. So, and I would turn the stone into stone brick, right? I really hope they didn't steal my stuff, but, they could do that, I guess. The host's server is weird. I hope he's not watching this video. I have a lot of secrets in here. So we have this. We have the thing that TPs you to different places that requires, yeah, so we're just gonna ignore that. I don't even know what this is. It says Wiz. It's not my place. End trading Clover. Wait, Glover? Okay, Lord and Ken, well, Loud. I read that wrong and I was reading this. Whoops. Loud and Ken. Lord. Spawn. XP. Fortress. Pigeon. And Mage Castle is my place. I'm calling this place Mage Castle, even though you guys probably seen my first Mage Castle and my other survival server. That one didn't go so well because I got banned off the server just for naming my castle Mage Castle for some reason. This is where I'm going to make the tram system for like getting around, even though there's a teleporter literally across the way. It's going to be a lot of iron. People are going to weep about it. We also have the furnace little area. There's storage here. Yeah, I don't have many diamonds. I think someone took my diamonds. Yep. Or they took some of my iron. I don't know what's going on here. We have tin. I'm just waiting for the copper update, K. There's not much I can do at the moment. There's no like iron golems. Like this copper is just part of the mod. It's not the good copper that I want. I haven't really messed with those the ghast updates, so I don't really have too much knowledge on that. Here's the house. This is the other part of the house, which is like underneath the main mansion that I built. We also have like the side mine, which is just for resource gathering. Then we have the second entrance, which is the place you saw earlier. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna probably say anyways a lot. Let's look over here. Yeah, I didn't have to close that door. Here's the second part of the basement, which is kind of pointless. It's just for viewing over the water at this point. I really hope I could fix this base. So there's barrels. inside of the stair thing. I got this idea from someone else a long bit ago. It's kind of ugly, and I don't know how I feel about it, but you know, it's fine. It's fine for now. I used to have a staircase here, but if I break this block with my axe, it has tree capitator, as you can see. It will destroy literally every log that's touching another log, so I could destroy my entire house in one go if I wanted to. Not a great idea, but you know, for griefing wise, some griefer could just like easily do that. So yeah, that's the only fear I would probably have with this base. And then I have the sort of Roman looking little structure thing going on. I mean, it's very simple for, you know, what I have. What was that? Okay, and we have my child, Ultima. Yeah, my child, Ultima. So Ultima is just a soul star, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to pick him up because I know he disappears randomly. Here's my bow that is deteriorated. My first ever bow in this server. It's actually really bad. Yeah, and there's my golden apples that I really haven't been using at all. This server is filled with crap. And, yeah, so this video is going to be really short. Nothing too special has been going on in the server. It's kind of minimal. Oh yeah, there's graves over here that I set up for people that have technically died on this server, but aren't really dead. They're just banned. Yeah, they're just banned players that can't return ever again. Yeah. And some people leave, so they're not necessarily banned, they're just gone for now. Yeah. So I was working on these walls, and yeah, there's a mine way over there. Way over there in that area. Not much has really gone on here. And if you want me to explore the rest of the world, you can just comment down below. Do you want to see more of this world? Or do you not care at all and you'll just move on to maybe another video? And be like, yeah, this like minimal compared to massive survival let's plays, I guess. I don't know. I mean, like, you're gonna look at this and then be like, this looks different. And then some bits of the walls can be over here. I'm just doing a 4-point castle, so it's just like some parts there, a destroyed bit there, a piece of castle. Well, it's a castle point there, and then a castle point probably over there. And this entire place will just basically be a morphed castle at some point. So that's it, guys. Yeah. Yeah, so that's really it. This video is short. This was my first farm, and yeah. That's basically it with this server. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me just explain what this place is, and as every YouTuber does, staring up at the frickin' what is it, space? At the space, looking at me, and crouch, yeah, it's just like, you know the thing, just like and subscribe, do whatever. I might edit this video, I might not, who really knows what I do at this point. I make so many videos for you guys to enjoy, just look forward to my other content, whatever future me has in store for you, and